Grades. It's a love-hate relationship, isn't it? I understand. If you get good grades, it might make your day and give you something proud that you could tell your friends and family about. But on the other hand, let's be honest. No one likes to get bad grades. It's going to make them feel stupid, not being able to finish the class. It's a bad overall confidence killer. You might be asking, well, why do we have such a thing called grades that could be a potential devastating thing for a student? Well, we have it two ways. We could be like an employer that is looking for a student but wants to have that assurance that the student's going to be good coming into the industry, and so having a 4.0 might be beneficial, right? Or it could be from, I'm pretty sure you've heard this before, where they say that teachers need it because they want a way to evaluate how the class is being taught from the, yeah, right? So the teacher could be like, oh, it looks like the students know this, okay, good. But the students might be struggling in this part, so now we're going to tailor the class to the parts where the students are having a difficult time and help everyone get to the same page. I don't know about you guys, but I haven't really seen that too often where teachers use the next class period to go over the exam and do that. There are a few, and I really, really respect that. But to be honest, teachers have a certain requirement that they need to finish in a given quarter or semester, right? And so going over something like that might not be a viable option for them. So it sounds like it's always up to the student to use that data of kind of failing or doing good to further improve themselves next time. But let's say that a student was extremely motivational. Even though they failed the first time, they're like, you know what, I'm going to do better next time. I'm going to use this as an opportunity for me to do better next time. I'm going to take better notes. I'm going to, get more engrossed into it. But there are going to be some times where no matter how long you've prepared, let's say you studied 20, 40, something whatnot hours, and you took good notes and you dedicated your whole time into trying to do really well in this exam, you go over to the and take the exam, right? You open it and you blank out. It's happened to a lot of us before. It's a really, really bad feeling. I hate it, right? But it happens. Or you understand the concepts. You're like, oh, okay, understand this, understand that. And I need to do, oh, crap, I don't have the equation for that. Shoot, okay, you could have gotten 100%, but now you got deducted 20 points because you just didn't have that one equation. Ugh, frustrating, right? Ugh. So, what's my response to this? I could give you an answer, like a teacher that doesn't know how much time he spent into studying and be like, well, obviously you didn't study enough. Or I could be this motivational YouTuber guy that's like, oh, good job, man, you totally deserve a 4.0. Hats off to you, you know what? Fuck that 4.0 thing. You deserve it, but it just doesn't sound genuine. It doesn't make sense. It's like, how do you get a 4.0 if you didn't get a 4.0, right? They might be saying like, oh, next time, but I haven't really seen too much of a good YouTube video where it shows exactly what you need to succeed in getting a good grade. So what I like to do, but before I give you guys any advice, I like to kind of go over who I am and what I'm doing right now. Right now I am a student at University of Washington, Bothell. I am doing the mechanical engineering program, and I just finished the third year of the program. Got most of the theoretical ones out of the way, got my minor in math, and working on my minor in computer science. I've gotten mainly 4.0s in all the engineering classes and computer science and math classes as well. I really don't like discussing my grades for reasons I can talk about later, but I thought I'd owe it to you guys so that you guys could take this information without putting too much grains of salt on there, right? Appreciate it. So what can I do? I could give you guys two advice. One of them is in the future YouTube videos that I plan on making about this kind of school like videos, is I would love to be able to show you guys how I go through and make my note cards and show you guys my tips and tricks in studying and learning these difficult concepts. That's one way I like to do it. And rather than, because let's say we both have 20 hours to study for this exam. Some people might do their best just by reading the book over and over for 20 hours. But for me, that's not the way I learn it. So I like to at least give you guys another option. Gordon Ramsay likes to say, you're working hard in the wrong places. And he tries his best to help out all these chefs and these business owners to succeed in the Kitchen Nightmare series. And I like to do something like that for you all. The second advice is one that I could give, but it's ultimately up to you if you want to take it or not. Because like I mentioned earlier, grades are great, but sometimes you mess up, right? We all have those times. But don't ever be discouraged, please. Because fail only stands for first attempt in learning, right? You can only get better, and don't let grades define you. Don't ever feel like you can't do the subject because you failed an exam. And school is a place to learn, and as long as you get what you want from the class, I think it's more than enough. That extra sprinkle on top, the grade, that's only for you to be like, oh, well, you know what I've been doing actually worked. I studied well, I was able to efficiently use my time, and I used the equations together. But let's be honest. To be blunt, some parts of the exam is going to be luck. You open the exam and you're like, oh, I know this theory. It's like, I know this theory, I know this equation, I know how those two goes together. Boom! You see the overview of the whole problem and you get it. Hats off. Good job, right? But at the end of the day, a grade is just a grade. I go to school because I'm extremely curious about how this world works, how things are working, and if just one of my curiosities get answered, that is worth a whole lot more to me than just a grade. And please don't be that asshole where you guys know what I'm talking about. That guy with the smirky face, with super condescending attitude, just because they have a good grade. Please don't be like that. But rather be a person that cares about life, family, and the little things. Because grades, money, jobs, whatever you have, they could go away in an instant. If you get in a car accident, if you get into a catastrophic event, things like that. But as long as you're alive, you'll always have your conscience and your morals. And I think the coolest people on earth are the ones that are genuinely caring and kind. Thanks for watching.